So I turned pro, I guess, in '08. I was coming out to New York a lot. I was 23, 24. I wanted to move here. I was kind of burnt out. What am I gonna do after skateboarding? I don't have any backup plan. It just wasn't inspired and I was really burnt out. That's when I was like starting to get into other things. I was at a sleepover at a friend's and I hadn't seen a skateboard video yet, and they put in Welcome to Hell, which was the Toy Machine video. And I remember my two favorite parts were Donnie Barley's and the fall section at the end. I remember that just being like sticking out so much. Photosynthesis came out, and that was, you know, Anthony Van Engelen, Jason Dill, Josh Kalis. Anthony's part I liked because my dad would play Iggy Pop, and he skated this Search and Destroy, and it just had like an upbeat tempo to it. But later on, I liked Jason Dill's part a lot more. And that, you know, was a little way more artsy and, you know, had Super 8, and then like it was dramatic. And as a young skater, I was influenced by Andrew Reynolds, Jim Greco, and Eric Ellington because they were wearing 501s and they were listening to the Ramones and they were wild, and it was just really exciting. That was my Guns N' Roses, as I put it. We'll grab this. I met a friend named Andy Brown, and he introduced me to disco and house music and all that stuff. Oh, fuck. I don't know how loud you need it to be. I liked that style of music, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't have any friends that knew about it, so I couldn't, and I was kind of, you know, perceived as like gay, or it was just lame to like that style of music in skate culture. So I never really explored it. And then I came to New York City and learning about Sal Soul and learning about Larry Levan and Arthur Russell, David Mancuso, and just learning about all these different DJs and the style of music they introduced. And I think it started from like listening to Daft Punk and Moby and kind of taking steps back and like learning the history of it. There's this place called The Garage. It was a gay club. The music that came with it and the mystique of like this place that's not around anymore. I just got into the whole culture of everything of that time, and I really, really liked it. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's intense, definitely. But like, you know, the clothes they wore were really cool. There's a Sal Soul shirt in here that's amazing. It says "Dance Your Ass Off." But just like, you know, that style of like tucked-in shirts, fitted stuff. I don't know, it was just really interesting. And then when I was like reading it, just really sad, you know? Mm-hmm. Just all these friends like passing away. That shirt, I mean, I guess you could look at that and people are gonna be like, whoa. I think I was always, in the back of my head, always into fashion maybe, or the idea, but I didn't know anything about it. And then maybe by coming out to New York, I worked for him. I was a runner at one point for this magazine called American Magazine. If you guys know, do you remember that magazine at all? There's a sweater in here I want to make. This sweater. It's like a knit. It might be an old Kenzo. Bianca Chândon started from when I quit Girl. There was all these other interests I had with Paradise Garage and all the music I was listening to and all the photos and the fashion, and I wanted, you know, kind of project them out, make this experimental company. People are like, oh, it's so cool, you're trying to be edgy. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to be edgy. I'm into this. You know, I like this. You know the sad thing? I've never been to Fire Island.